Hello, my name is Tanya. Welcome, and I'll be guiding you today through a 30 minutes workout. Let's start with getting your mats, and if you have dumbbells and a ball, a gym ball, that would be great. Also, if you happen to have fitness shoes or gym shoes, let's get on with it. Wear those and feel comfortable. If you don't, that's fine. Start by feet hip width apart, bend your knees just to warm up and come back up again. Okay, let's stretch the arms up. Inhale and tuck your tummy in. Exhale and wide open, feeling the opening of that chest. Let's reverse the other way, lengthening your arms back, palms up, and press down. Reach up again, going the other way, and start by moving your arms round and round, making circles without moving your upper body. Try your best here. Keep your glutes engaged. Okay, pelvis in neutral position, tummy tight and circling. Soften and bend your elbows a little bit. As you can see, we're just going to go and stretch the arms up, bend the knees. Keep your knees in alignment with your hips and open your arms to the back. Grabbing onto those hands, interlace your hands and fingers together, palms facing in. Stretch, look to the left, look to the right, look center and look down. Pull your chin in towards your chest. Slowly extend your knees out. You can see here I'm just trying to adjust my hips in alignment and my feet hip width apart. Okay, we're going to stretch again. Now let's try with the palms facing out this time. If this is too difficult for you, you can always have your palms facing out. It's not a problem here. We're just opening that shoulders, opening the chest, feeling your ribs opening here, the thoracic rib cage, and just taking a deep breath in and out. All right, keeping your head down, neck relaxed, and now slowly open your arms and placing your hands down onto the floor. All right, knuckles up, start bending your knees forward, in and out. All right, bend one knee to the front, keep your head in, and then change and just paddling here. Change. And if you find this difficult, you can always bend your knees a little bit more, okay? All right, now from here again, I'm just adjusting my feet. So adjust your feet, hip width apart, and just stretching the hamstring here. You can hold on to the back of your calves or the back of your ankles here. Keep drawing your shoulders away from your ears. Of course, now bend your knees, keeping the hips in line, and hold on to the outer part of your knees, keeping them in and in alignment with your ankles and your hips. Now here, just swaying from side to side. You can place your hands on your elbows on top and just swaying, just trying to relax here. Breathe in and out, letting go of all the strains and all the stresses that you feel in your upper shoulders. Now bend your knees and slowly start to come up into a standing position again. All right, grabbing on to your hips, making sure that they are in alignment, and then curl your neck up, shoulders to the back, round and round. Breathe in, reach your shoulders up and around to the other side. Okay, focusing here on your upper shoulders. We just want to stretch them up first before we start. Now, let's bring both arms up. Now grab on to your right arm using your left hand and pull your upper body to the side. You can open your legs a little bit wider here, but try to keep your hips in alignment. See how I'm grabbing onto my hand here. That's it. And just making sure again that your hips are centered. See, this is just as far as I can reach. Doing the side stretch. So now stretch your upper body to the other side, the opposite side. So now grab onto your left hand using your right hand and just pull to the side, releasing any strain that you're having here on your neck. Breathe in and come back to the center. And breathe out, let go of your arms. You can also do a shoulder stretch here. All right, next step. This is gonna be a lot harder. Okay, just a little bit of a challenge. Feet in turn-out position. Bring both arms up. Now interlace your hands together and we're gonna go to one side and making circles. So this is an upper body rotation circle. Breathe in, curve your spine, but keep your pelvis in neutral position. So imagine if I had my hands on your hips and you're not allowed to move them. Now go to the other side and rotate. Breathe in, stretch to the side, keep your hips leveled, keep it neutral, and pull your belly muscles in and come back to the center. You can do about 2 to 3 times here on each side. Okay, breathe in. I'm just gonna show you from the front. See how my hips are staying centered. Yours should too. All right, now try with your palms facing out and out. And turn. Breathe in, come center, and release. Okay, so these are some of our warm-ups for today. Now pelvis in neutral position, bend your knees and curl your head first. Curl your head down and chin towards your chest. Now we're gonna curl all the way down. The upper body's curving now. Releasing your knees. You can bend your knees or you can straighten your knees out. But try to relax your whole upper body. Now come up and articulate your spine back up again. Okay, so you can do 2 of those. And then from here, you're just gonna come into a jumping jacks, okay? And in, out, bring your arms up. It's just to give some circulation to the body. It's to wake it up a little bit. You don't have to do too much here. It's just a slow jumping jacks. And now open your arms, palms facing down, bend your knees. Open your feet wide apart. Now palms facing up, keep opening your shoulders. And when you bend your knees, make sure your glutes are tight. You're not putting any pressure on the knees here. Now palms facing down again, bend your knees, press with your heels. Now hold and bring your arms forward and back, palms facing up. Arms forward and back, feeling the opening of your chest, feeling that shoulder blades squeezing together. Now palms facing up and same thing. Breathe into the front, open to the back. Now let's try this balancing exercise and start pumping up and down. Pelvis going up and down, just dipping. Dipping as if you're going still into a seated position. Now extend your knees out and then press your heels down. All right, now let's bend your right knee to the side. Bring your upper body to the left. Okay, facing the same direction as your left leg. And then same thing here, bend your left knee. Make sure your hip stays sort of in the same position as before, just stretching the upper body here and also stretching the hamstring. Now slowly come to the center, place your hands down and bring your feet parallel and come back up. Articulate your spine, shoulder shrug. Good job. All right, let's go to the next step now. The next stage will be, you're just going to now stand hip width apart first. Bring your arms out to the side and then have your legs wide apart. Okay, now bring your upper body to the left side, making sure though that your hips are still aligned. Those hips needs to be aligned. And now upper body rotation. Bend your left knee and place your hands down to the ground. Now let's go straight onto that plank position. You can do this. Now hold into plank. Your feet should be still in parallel position here, okay? Knuckles up so you're not putting too much pressure on the wrists. You also want to put it onto your fingers. Neck is in alignment. Tummy tight, and let's go down all the way. Tummy comes down last, all right? And now point your toes. Now push yourself up into a cobra or that swan position. this hurting your back, then just bring your arms a little bit wider apart. And from here, let's go and jump into your up stretch position or the down dog. Breathe in and just paddle your knees and legs. Now walk forward slowly. We are going at a faster pace today. Curl back up into a standing position, arms up, ground your feet. All right. Now from here, I'd like you to expand your legs out again, feet apart, and bring your upper body to the other side now. Bend that knee, going to the opposite direction now. All right, now bring your hands down onto the ground or onto your mat, and then go onto a plank position, making sure that your feet are in parallel. Okay, knuckles up. The weight of your body should be even on both arms, and you feel it in your shoulder blades, feel it in your stomach, and then just do a shoulder dip here just twice. Breathe in and out, and then just bring your knees onto the mat. All right, now hold on to that butt and belly connection. Keep gripping, just bending your elbows in and out, and then go straight onto plank. Knees off from the mat, and go dip down as if you're about to do a push-up, and go into another cobra here. Breathe in, open your chest, flex your ankles, toes dipped in, open your chest. The knees now comes off from the mat so you can feel a nice stretch in the hip. Now we're gonna feel a nice stretch on your quads, so just do leg walking in this position. So walking with your legs, and as you do this, you want to keep squeezing your buttocks. Now let's try it with your feet pointed and then flex and point. So feet pointed and then flex and point. You can lift your hips a little bit further up or down. Now bring both feet in towards your glute, or your heels in towards your glute, and then going back again, and slowly go down onto that shell stretch or child's position for a nice, soft, quick break here. All right, walk onto one side of the room. Breathe in and out, knees wide apart, toes together. Walk to the other side. Just feel the nice long stretch on the side of your upper body here. Breathe in and out. You can also do a nice twist here in your upper body, and then go back straight to center again. Okay, walk yourself up now, and just lower your head. Bring your hands to the back beside your feet. Relax and breathe. Feel the opening of your rib cage as you breathe in. Expand to the sides, and then as you breathe out, pull and engage that belly button in, and articulating your spine back into seated up position. Raise your arms up and back down again. All right, you're still alive here, right? Good job. Okay, now let's go into seated position. Okay. Now want your feet parallel with your knees and your hips. Okay, butt meat out of the way, palms facing down, grip onto that glutes and curl all the way down to your mat, bringing your left leg up to tabletop position, and then your right leg up to tabletop position as well. Keep your palms facing down, chin to chest. You're not gonna drop your upper body yet here. All right, now hold on, and let's do your hundreds. Pumping your arms up and down. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. You can bring your legs up, okay, as you exhale. All right, or you can keep it down onto tabletop position. These are your choices. Okay, breathe in Try this now. Extend your legs up, point your toes, and then maybe lower your legs down a little bit and go back onto that tabletop position. Breathe in. Keep your shoulders away from your ears and hips down. Keep pumping, keep pumping. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how I have my posture straight and my neck feels long. I know it's a bit of a killer here in the neck. You can always place your hand behind your head, by the way. Keep it up. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Your feet can be in a turn-out position, flexed, or it can be lowered, pointed, or again, it can also be in a tabletop position. You can also lower it all the way down, a little bit lower, then you're gonna feel that lower belly. If your back is super archy here, please bring your legs up a little bit higher, okay? Now squeeze those glute muscles in as much as you can. Keep squeezing. Try not to arch your back here. And then bring your legs back up again. All right, good job. Now we're going to go on to bring yourself up here. Okay, feet down. Okay, now go on to this position with your arms down. Okay, open your elbows apart. Make sure you're comfortable. Squeeze your glutes and do your single leg stretch. Flex your ankles. And then you can point them out. You can even lower the leg and tap. Lower the leg and tap down and bring it back to tabletop position again. Just keep going. Don't stop. Make sure your back is hinged and knees are close together. Lower to one side, come back center. Okay, look the opposite direction of where your knees are going. We want to make sure the knee stays in tight. Now for a challenge, go to one side, stretch and extend your knees. Keep those elbows down. You don't want to over twist here. Just lower down a little bit. If you feel like you're lifting your elbows up, make sure that you press it down again and don't over twist here. Now you can lower and lift your legs 3 times. Okay, extend the legs out and lower and lift. Okay, if this is too difficult, try to just hold and breathe. Now, if you want to challenge, extend, lower, and lift. If you're quivering, you feel it in your belly, it's extremely painful, then yes, good job. You're doing it right. All right, tap and lift. All right, come back to the center again. You can tilt the pelvis here, relaxing. Bring your legs out to the sides, opening your hip rotator, and now feet in parallel. Push yourself up with your hands. Okay, and extend into the reverse plank position here. Knuckles up. Send that body weight also onto your fingers and not just onto your wrist. If this is too difficult, you can bring your hands out just like that. You don't have to bring your hands inwards. Make sure that your heels are in alignment with your knees though. All right, this is your choice, in or out with your hands. Okay, make sure that everything is in posture first. It's in alignment. All right, now let's do an air walk, tabletop position. Breathe in, lower. Breathe out, lift one leg to tabletop. Again, try not to drop your hip. All right. Go as slow as you can. Just keep breathing. Keep that tummy tight. Press with your heels. Your 3-point center at the bottom of your feet is pressing against the mat, is pressing against the floor. And now drop your hips down. Okay, bring your hands right in front of you. Tummy tight. Got to bring that butt meat out of the way so you don't forget as well. And now roll down. Point your toes. Feel that stretch. All right, now take the dumbbell with you if you want here, or you don't. If you don't have one, it's okay. You don't have to do it with any dumbbells, okay, or any weights in your hands. All right, now bring your arms down first. Make sure that everything is leveled. Sometimes we think we're leveled, but we're not. So hips and feet are leveled. Stretch your arms back. All right, flex your elbows in. Hold it here. Try not to arch your back here. Keep your rib cage engaged. All right, now bring your arms forward and bend your knees. Again, tummy tucked in, sacrum on to the floor. Bend your elbows in, and then stretch your elbows out, extending your legs out again. Hold here. One leg goes up onto tabletop position. Let's start with the left leg first to tabletop and extend it out. So you're gonna bring your upper body up and then back down again. Reach your arms back and make a circle. Breathe in and reach up. Lift your upper body up and then stretch your knees out, palms facing up. Return back again, bend your elbows, roll back down. All right, continue. Breathe in, expand, hover your arms off from the floor, expanding your arms to the side. Ready? Use your belly muscles to lift your upper body up and extend your knees out and lower back down to the floor. Good job. Now I want you to slowly curl back down, point your toes, and return again. Feel that nice stretch, expanding your arms around first. Now bend your knees. Expand around, keep that rib cage in, and reverse the other way first. Press your arms down. Try to enjoy this workout. Expand your arms to the back, palms facing out and away, and palms facing down. Press. Okay, I want you to bring your arms up first. All right, and then curl up, chin to chest, just so you can see your legs and your hips are in alignment. All right, now from here, let's go. We're going to bring the other leg up now. Your right leg is now going to go onto a tabletop position, palms facing up and hovering up. All right, now come up. It's like a semi-teaser here. Now let's go into that teaser position. Breathe in and slowly roll down and bend your knees. Bring your arms to the back, wide open, making circles, and slowly come up, hold and extend your knees out. So your other leg, your left leg, should be flexed. All right, and again, breathe in. Bring your arms around and exhale. Come up, up. Hold, please. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Stretch that legs out and slowly come down again in the center, and then extend both arms to the back. Flex your ankles, let go of that dumbbell and curl up. Curve that spine. And if you can reach all the way forward, you can. If you want to, you can place your hands on your ankles. If this is too much for you, you can always bend your knees first and feel which hamstring that you feel that feels more stiffer. Maybe you want to work on that one. Okay, and just push one foot forward and then the other one. See how I'm just pushing all those knots out of the way and any strain in my body. Now come up into sitting up position. All right, and then from here I want you to turn around and bring one leg forward and cross it to the side. I'm going to pigeon pose now. Okay, the back of the leg. You can lift your knees off so you can feel the stretch here. Make sure that your hips are in alignment. All right, and now go back into plank position, change leg. Let's go to pigeon here. Breathe in and out. Now make sure that that hip stays back and the other knee is hovering off from the mat. All right, flexing your ankle here. You can feel the hips here, squeezing your buttocks, squeezing your belly. And now come up again. I want you to come up again onto that plank, then upper stretch position here, or the down dog first. Make sure that your feet are still hip width apart, loosening up on your elbows, and hold here. One leg up in the air, bend that knee up. Let's start with your right leg. Breathe in, out, extend, extend, hold. Breathe in and out. Now you're going to bend, flex your ankles, and then reach out and point. We'll do this 3 to 5 times. So you're going to bend that knee and then going to tap it to one side and then back again. And paddle. Breathe. Breathe in. You do have to find your way here. You do have to feel strong. If today you don't feel strong, you don't have to do this exercise. You can skip it and just take a break. Okay, open that leg to the side in an arabesque position. Flex in like you want to kick your own butt with your heel. Breathe in and hold and stretch. Point your toe up as you stretch. And then come back to the side, tap that foot down to the side, and then bring it back to center again. All right, now let's go straight onto side plank position here. Hold for challenge, lifting your arm up. Your hand should be somewhat aligned with your elbow and your shoulder. And your hip shouldn't lift or overlift, should be centered. And wheel your arm down. Let's go to the other side now. Stack your feet together. And again, your hip shouldn't be lifting too high. Makes it even harder, I know. Soften and bend that elbow a little bit. You don't need to overstretch it here or overflex it. And wheel your arm back down. Now you want to go into your elbows and forearm and curve that spine and push yourself up again, going forward and back. Now flexing your ankles here. Bring your hands to the back a little bit, and then in cat position you're going to draw your right arm up and then bring it in. Breathe in, keep your hips centered, don't move it. Okay, reach up and then bend your left elbow inwards and then just bringing the hand in to the side and down and dip. Keep that belly and butt squeezed. Lift is called thread the needle. Now we're going to go to the other hand. Again, make sure your hands, elbows, and your shoulders are in one alignment, okay? Okay, first we're gonna go on your elbows and forearm, curve that spine. And then flexing your ankles again and push yourself up, going into cat stretch. Soften your elbows and your shoulders, making sure that you reposition yourself back into its same place again. You can either flex here, the ankles, or you can point the ankles here. But whatever you do, don't move that hips, all right? Now, butt and belly squeeze together, reach up. This is the other arm now, your left. And then bend your right elbow inwards. Not outwards, but inwards. As you bring that left arm through, you're going to twist your body over and you're going to bend that elbow inwards and push yourself back up using your shoulder blade muscle. Okay, try again. If you feel like your hips are too much strenuous here, you can always point your toes. All right. And now bring your right hand to the back of your sternum here, or onto the other side of your hip. Okay, and then come back. It's just to open the shoulders a little bit. Change. All right, palms facing up. And to the back of the other hip. And slowly open up your shoulders and dive back in again. Okay, let's go into a cat position first. All right, the next one is we're going to be using a gym ball, but if you don't have this yoga gym or balance ball, don't worry about it. You don't have to have that ball. You can, however, bring a chair right in front of you. Now, if you do have this gym ball, bring it with you. Put it right in front. Okay, and place your legs on top of that. Okay. Reminder, if you don't have this, you can place your legs on top of a chair. Okay, now ready? Feet hip width apart. Point your toes. We're going to curl that hips up. Make sure that you're balancing yourself here. Pressing that arms down, and now bend your knees. Now if you're in a chair, just hold and curl back down. If you have this ball, play with me here and just curl down onto your mat. That's it. And stretch that ball again forward. Curl your hips up. Bend your knees in. Keep lifting that hips up. Don't drop it, but don't hyper flex on your back. I don't want to see too much of an arch in your back. You can always lower your hips if it's too much for your lower back, okay? Now extend your legs forward and try go as slow as you can. Bring that knees in. You can feel it in your hamstring. Point and flex, squeezing that glute muscles. Hold here, shoulders open wide. Feel that shoulder blades muscles and bend your knees again. Hold, breathe. All right, and do pelvis dip. Okay, lower your glute down, lower your hips and lift your hips up. And just dipping that pelvis down, lower and lift. You can do this with your feet flexed or your feet completely on that ball. And just learning your balancing here. Knees are facing up, your feet is flexed, and now again, point and then pull and draw the ball in, and very slowly curl in the center. Curl back down with your upper back and then extend your legs forward. All right, now you want to make sure that the ball isn't moving, okay? And you want to make sure that everything is adjusted correctly, including your body. Now extend your leg up, lower your leg, pointing your toes, tap your heels and bring your leg back up without moving that ball. You can start with your right or your left leg up. Now tap it down to the side of the ball. Make sure your other hip is pressing down. That's the challenge for today. And bend your knees. You can do about 5 repetitions here. Extend your other leg up. Try not to move your other hip now. You can flex and point first. You can flex down. Exhale, point up. Inhale. Flex and tap, exhale and point up. See how I'm not moving my right hip? My right hip stays where it is. I'm squeezing that ball down, I'm not moving it too much here. Now if you're moving the ball too much, that means you have to go even slower. And don't go too wide with the legs. You can keep it just close to the ball and not too far apart. You can hold your hands on your hips or press your arms down beside you. Now extend that ball And again, pull out and in. Lift your head up, chin to chest. A little bit of challenge for the abdominals. Okay, in turnout position. Feet are gonna be in turnout. Extend forward and pull back in again. Elbows next to your ears. Keep lifting and then dip down and lift. Raising that upper body up towards the sky, not forward, but up. Keep your hips exactly where it is. Now bend your knees. Good job. Now if you don't have a ball, you can just place your feet on top of a chair or just into tabletop position. Okay. Raise your arms out and make them go wide, making circles. 2, breathe in, don't drop yet. 3, and reverse. And 1, breathe and reach back. Exhale. 2, don't drop that upper body. That's the challenge. 3. Now palms facing up. Okay, and just push away your ball. Don't worry about the ball anymore. Now from here, just return and roll straight up. Curve your spine. Feel your hamstring. Drop your head down and pull forward. Body should feel stretched. The belly should be tucking in, and now curl back and articulate your spine back up into sitting up position. All right, how are we so far? I hope you're doing well. Now pull that butt meat out of the way again. Okay, now we're going to go into a split position. All right, we're just cooling down now basically. Stretch your arms forward. Do a split. You can point out your toes and turn your knees out. External rotation, or you can keep your knees facing up towards the sky and flexing your ankles. This is totally up to you. You're gonna walk to one foot now and just feel the stretch. Now walk to the other foot or the other ankle. Again, you don't need to spread your legs this wide. Okay, it's all depending on your hamstring. And now slowly come back to the center first. All right, we're going to do a front split. Okay, just practicing your front split here. Breathe in and out. One leg to the back, one leg forward. Now, if this is too difficult for you, just go onto your knees, all right? This is more for advanced or intermediate level. All right, we're just going to do another front split to the other side. Okay, just see how far you can go. If you're in advanced level, maybe you want to try and stretch your upper back. All right, and place your hands and interlace them together. Breathe in. Again, just go onto your knees and have one leg forward if you want to try and do the split, but you can't. It's all right. We all do it differently. Okay, just cooling down. You can even just forget about that stretch, okay, and go to this one. It's just practicing here, just stretching your hamstring here, bending one leg. Okay, just doing the spider dive. All right, and then just jump back into a parallel position. Head and neck down still. Release your upper body. Relax your tension here. But keep your belly button pulled in. Your core is tight, but your whole upper back is relaxed. So is your shoulders. So is your neck. And you can even have your hands just wrapping there on your elbows. Now let go of your whole upper body. Breathe in and slowly articulate up into standing up position. Roll your shoulders, bend your knees again, and making sure that your pelvis is in neutral, and curl from the top of the head, chin chin towards chest. Feel the back of your neck stretching. Now stretch your knees out if you want, or you can keep your knees micro bent. It's up to you here. And just sway side to side, just releasing all that tension. Let the blood flow into your brain and breathe. Just keep breathing. Keep breathing. Stretching anything that you feel, that you still feel tension here. It's up to you. We are cooling down now. Bend your knees and let's slowly curl up. Squeezing your glutes, squeezing that belly. Have a nice breath in and breathe out. Reach your arms up, feet still in parallel, and do your universal thanks. Hands together. Breathe. Just doing your blessings for today. Okay, well, thank you so much for working out with me. Much love, everyone. I hope I see you next time.